If your money problems seem to come out of nowhere, leaving you stressed, behind, and wondering what went wrong, you're missing the warning signs that show up long before the breakdown. I'll show you the early pressure points that quietly weaken your finances and how to catch them before they turn into a financial crisis. You don't feel most financial breakdowns coming. 1 month, everything seems manageable. The next month, you're wondering how you're going to pay the bills. It feels sudden. But when you look back, the warning signs were usually there. Maybe your savings had been shrinking for months. Maybe your credit card balance kept creeping higher. Maybe your paycheck wasn't stretching as far as it used to. None of those things felt like a crisis by themselves. That's why they're so easy to ignore. That's what makes financial trouble so difficult to recognize. It rarely announces itself. It quietly settles into your daily routine until one unexpected expense, missed paycheck, or emergency makes the problem impossible to ignore. Here's what most people misunderstand. Financial crises rarely begin with the breakdown. They begin with pressure. Think of your finances like the foundation of a house. The collapse isn't the first problem. It's the last one. The real problem started much earlier when small cracks were ignored. Money works the same way. Pressure builds through weak spots that don't seem urgent. Your emergency fund slowly gets smaller. Your monthly expenses quietly increase. You start relying on your credit card just a little more often. You stop following your budget because life gets busy. Individually, these don't seem serious. Together, they tell a very different story. These are pressure points. They're your finances telling you that your stability is getting weaker. The financial crisis wasn't the beginning of your money problems. It was the moment they became impossible to ignore. The danger isn't just that these warning signs exist. The danger is ignoring them. Every month you wait gives the pressure more time to build. A small budget problem becomes growing debt. A shrinking emergency fund becomes a financial emergency. A few late payments become constant financial stress. Eventually, even a small surprise feels overwhelming because there's no margin left. That's why some people feel like everything fell apart after one unexpected expense. The expense wasn't the real problem. It simply exposed a financial system that had already been weakening for months. In a moment, I'll show you a simple monthly warning sign check that can help you catch these problems early, before they grow into something much harder to fix. Most people wait for a financial disaster before they take action. That's backwards. Financial stability doesn't disappear all at once. It weakens gradually, and if you're not paying attention, you may not notice until it's too late. Your job isn't to wait for a crisis. Your job is to notice the pressure before it becomes one. Think of your finances like your health. You don't wait until you have a heart attack before checking your blood pressure. You watch for the early warning signs while there's still time to change course. Money works the same way. Here's a simple monthly habit that can help you catch financial problems before they become financial crises. Once a month, spend 10 minutes doing what I call a financial warning sign check. Ask yourself these 6 questions. Is my emergency fund growing or shrinking? Am I using more debt than I was last month? Am I paying my bills on time? Is my budget still working, or have I stopped following it? Is my checking account lasting until payday? Am I moving money around just to make it through the month? Now give yourself 1 point for every warning sign that's true. If your score is 0 or 1, your finances are probably on solid ground. Keep checking them every month. If your score is 2 or 3, financial pressure is starting to build. This is the best time to make small adjustments before they become bigger problems. If your score is 4 or higher, your financial system is under significant strain. Don't wait for a crisis. Start relieving those pressure points now. But remember, context matters. One difficult month doesn't automatically mean you're headed for a financial breakdown. A major car repair, an unexpected medical bill, or another one-time expense can temporarily affect your score. You're not looking for one bad month. You're looking for a pattern. If the same warning signs keep showing up month after month, they're telling you that your financial stability is gradually weakening. That's your signal to act. Now focus on the pressure point that's causing the most damage and start fixing it before another warning sign appears. Make changes while you still have choices, because it's much easier to prevent a financial breakdown than it is to recover from one. The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to recognize the pattern while the problem is still small, because financial problems usually develop through patterns, not isolated events. The sooner you recognize financial pressure, the more choices you have to change where your money is heading. When you learn to recognize those warning signs early, you give yourself time to adjust before a setback becomes a crisis. But catching problems early is only part of the solution. Many people fix one financial problem, make some progress, and then somehow find themselves right back where they started. Why does that keep happening? That's exactly what we'll answer in the next video. You keep starting over financially, and how to break the cycle.